that you saw between the North Texas team you played last time and tonight?
Well, I thought they had a good game plan defending the post. I think they did. They really made Pettigrew work for post-ups. And we migrated to the perimeter a little bit. And I don't think we took bad shots, but you got to force your will on guys. And I'm not sure if we can consistently did that over the course of the game. But, you know, their three seniors stepped up. I mean, we said that. We said end of the clock and managing the game. You know, the guard play was there for them. And, I mean, you could see it in their eyes a little bit, the confidence and the energy that they had. And they had it for 40 minutes. And that always, a lot of that happens when you're making shots. And they were making shots. And we couldn't slow them down. They were shooting too high a percentage. We seemed to, it turned into a shootout to end the first half. It wasn't a whole lot of defense, but in the second half it was tough to contain their guards. It really was. And every time we did, it seemed like a long rebound or a 50-50 ball was landing in one of their hands.
Coach, we've talked before about the record 16-16, not what you guys wanted. We've talked about the fans. We've talked about pressure, all that sort of stuff. Just touch on the season if you can, and the future from here.
Well, I think as you reflect back, and this is obviously right after a loss, so it's tough to think about how far this team has come from December, where it was just not looking good. It was bleak, and we were really in a hole. Partly because of maybe overscheduling and doing some things, not coaching these guys up to my ability. We were in such a bad mental state at that point with everything. It was very, very negative because we were 5-11. And for this team to battle back and regroup and block everything out and win whatever amount of games, to end the season and be in every game, says a lot about them. It really does. It says a lot about these seniors. It says a lot about the newcomers jumping on their back. And I think the coaching staff really buckled down and tried to do what we could do. That's basically what our attitude was. Let's work on every day, get better, and try to get this thing turned around. And they did that. The players did it. And it says a lot about them. So I'm proud. I'm proud about that. I really am. Where the season ends at 16-16, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable for our program, and we will be back. But where this could have gone at 5-11, the other way, to think about what could have happened, obviously, once again, says a lot about the team. So they didn't pout, they didn't do anything but put their heads down and get better, and we had a lot of wins in the right, a lot of games in the right column at the end of the day.
In the back.
Coach, how do you feel going forward? Obviously, you lose Juan, Stefan, Sergio. I know it's tough to start to look ahead after the season ended a half hour ago, but where do you look going forward with what's positive and maybe what's the first order of business in the offseason?
Well, I think as the season went on, as a staff, we really tried to look at the positives that were going on, the development of the players in the program that were returning. Jamal Crook really emerged and showed he can do it. And as a sophomore going into his junior year, I expect a big jump from him as well. Caden Dickerson obviously has been rock solid for 2 years. Khalil McDonald really grew up from December. He really grew up as a player. Tanga Call, you see him coming on, and you know what he can do. The freshman, that along with a very, very good recruiting class with a lot of the character and a lot of the work ethic and a lot of the background, winning background, I really feel like there's a bright future. And I know these guys that are coming in along with who we have returning, we're going to get to work right away and continue to work with them individually and get them ready to raise the bar. Because once again, this was not atypical of what a Western Kentucky basketball team is going to be like.
Time for one more.
Coach, you talked a lot about the guys' ability to kind of block out everything from the outside, and we talked about all of it from quite a while. For you personally, at this point, you're not immune to that either from fans otherwise. I mean, what's your mindset right now, and what's your kind of stake going into this off season after your third year here?
Just improvement. I think you always have to be hungry to try to improve, and obviously we're going to talk about how to do that, day in, day out. And there's no question I'm a better coach today than I was 3 years ago when I was hired. And, you learn from your mistakes too. You learn from your mistakes how you coach. You learn from your mistakes on the recruiting trail. You learn from your mistakes and game management. All those things are things that you grow up, unfortunately on the job at times as a head coach. But it's all about improvement. It's all about how can we get better from this day forward to make sure we're not in this position at 16-16 again. And that's going to be a fight. We have young talent coming in. I think there are promising guys returning, but there's a lot of work to do. There's a lot of work to do. And, we got to win those fans back. I think we definitely won some fans back because we played with a whole lot more heart after December, a whole lot more teamwork and a whole lot more toughness. But there's still work to do. There's still work to do. And, I think it's going to be everybody's job to raise the bar.
Coach, thank you very much.
Thank you.